A former empress and war goddess dies in battle, then wakes up 60 years later in the body of a palace maid being pushed into a water vat. She fights off her attackers immediately, slamming the other maids to the ground with just a few strikes. She grabs the ringleader and demands to know what year it is and where she is. The maid tells her this is the Dayuan dynasty, the 50th year of the Qinglong era. The empress freezes, because her son once promised to name his reign after the 13th move of her Qinglong spear technique. That means her son is now emperor. She asks how old the emperor is and whether he is in good health. The answer shocks her. The emperor is past 70 and has fallen gravely ill from missing his mother. He has been unconscious for some time, and the crown prince is currently handling all state affairs. Just then, the crown prince walks by, and the empress is stunned by how much he looks like her late husband. She immediately concludes this young man must be her grandson. She walks straight up to him and demands he take her to see the emperor. The crown prince orders her arrested for disrespecting the throne, but is called away before anything happens, because the emperor's condition has taken a sharp turn. The empress then seeks out the crown prince's younger brother, the Jing prince, and finds him using a palace maid as a living target for his sword practice. She unties the maid at once and orders the prince to apologize. The prince refuses, and the empress kicks him flat to the ground. He draws his sword in fury, but she picks up a wooden stick and beats him until he has no fight left. With no other choice, the prince apologizes to the maid and swears never to mistreat palace maids again. The empress then asks the Jing prince to bring her to see the emperor, but he says even he cannot bring outsiders in. She goes back to the crown prince and whispers a secret code in his ear, words that only he and the emperor should know. The crown prince's face goes pale instantly. He agrees to let her see the emperor once, just to find out who she really is. The empress walks into the imperial chamber and sees her little boy, now a white-haired old man, lying motionless in bed. Tears stream down her face as she calls out his name and tells him his mother has come back. The crown prince realizes their connection must run deep, and he hands her an imperial token granting her free access to the emperor's quarters. The next day, the Jing prince storms back with a group of men, demanding another contest and threatening that if she loses, she must become his concubine. She agrees, but sets her own condition: if he loses, he must call her great-grandmother every time he sees her. The prince's best fighter falls to her in under 3 moves. The prince has no choice but to grumble out the words, completely unaware that she truly is his great-grandmother. That night, the empress visits the emperor's chamber and tells him stories from his childhood. After she leaves, the unconscious emperor sheds a single tear from the corner of his eye. The crown prince later learns the emperor had been longing to hear the lullaby his mother used to sing him. The empress goes back to sing it, but on the way, she is framed by the crown prince's scheming consort. The consort's son deliberately knocks over the emperor's prized Qinglong spear, then accuses the empress of nearly harming the child. When the empress walks away without defending herself, the consort escalates and schemes further. The consort's son lures the empress to the palace lake, then throws himself in and screams that she pushed him. The crown prince arrives furious and strips her of her token, ordering her out of the palace. The empress looks at him and warns that if he cannot even see through this simple trick, he should give up his position as crown prince. The crown prince orders the palace guards to seize her. At that very moment, the emperor wakes up and his first words are a request to see the woman who sang that lullaby. But by then, the empress is already surrounded by guards, and the crown prince orders them to fire arrows. The emperor rushes out just in time to see her wielding the Qinglong spear's 13th move, a technique only he and his mother ever knew. He realizes in an instant that this woman is his mother. But before he can reach her, the arrows the crown prince ordered are already flying toward her.